Hey, I'm Becca Feeken with Amazing Paper Grace, and I'm a Spellbinders licensed designer. I have a couple of new collections that are coming out, and I'm tickled to share them with you. So the first is called Shadowbox Vignettes, and if that vignette word seems, if the vignette word seems familiar, that's because I had another release with vignettes called 3D vignettes. Well, I've taken it a step further to give you just a little bit of a different setting to put some layering files in. So Shadowbox vignettes are little shadow boxes that you can actually layer scenes in, but you can use it for a million different things as well. So anything that you have from 3D vignettes can be layered into this kind of arrangement, and these are new layering sets. So we have 4 new layering sets: a birdie, a woodland scene, besties, and adventure awaits. Those can also go back into 3D vignettes. And then I have 3 different options for frames. So let me tell you a little bit about the frames. The frames can be made to any size you desire. There's a 1-inch frame, there's a 3/4 inch frame, and then there's a 1/2 inch frame. But if you think about the size, I don't tell you it has to be 5 by 7, or I don't tell you it has to be 6 by 6. It can be 3 by 3. It can be 10 by 10, or 12 by 12, or 8 by 12. You make it the size that you want to. And so we'll have videos on how to do that, and there are also tutorials on that as well. So the rest of the dies with the collection are embellishments too. You can either take the die and lay them right on top of a frame, or you can use them for a card. So you can use them in the regular way, or you can use them with the Shadowbox vignette. Shadowbox vignette makes a zillion 3D items. Like here, this is it's a box card or a book card. You open it up, and you have just a beautiful, beautiful, in-depth card. And the flowers in this are this set of flowers right there. Then we have, let's see, maybe you just want to make a card with it, and you're going to put a little frame on a card. The good thing about the Shadowbox vignette is it gives you a little bit of depth to work with, and depth is so on trend right now. So there's that. Now, if you do make something like that and you just are sending it with maybe a loved one's picture in it, I have an easel that you can actually put on the back to hold it up, and that's this guy right here. It's a pocket, but it's also an easel. It's got tabs so that you just attach it on the back, and it's going to prop up your frame, but also because I make everything to work with other things. See, this is just a basket made from just the pockets, just from the easel. So you get many, many different uses out of that. And then last, I'll just show you this. This is a pop-up card. I've already got it pulled out here. It comes as, it's just this box, and you pull it out, and then these items pop up. So it's
now
delightful.
That's different.
Yeah.
Than other pop-up.
Yes,
cards.
it is.
It is. Different.
And so you could just kind of pull, and it just comes right up.
That is so neat.
Yeah. All right.
Becca, do you have a tutorial on this?
That's a class that I actually just taught. I don't have a tutorial on that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so different.
Yeah. So then I'm going to show you another one.
Okay.
Okay. So this is Vintage Treasures, and if you thought about things that you might find in your grandmother's hope chest, that's what you would find with Vintage Treasures. I am just so taken by legacy crafts and old-timey baubles and trinkets that are romantic and have had a staying power, you know, to stay in style. And so I actually took some vintage elements and made them into dies. They are just proven patterns that have been around for forever. And since I'm predominantly a card maker and a 3D craft maker, parlayed them into some dies. So in the die sets, you see something that is very appropriate to frame a picture, to make a card, to make a candle holder, to embellish a box. And so there's lots of different layers and lots of different innards, just like on this. On this particular die, we've taken the inside and made a votive holder. So you get so many different options from each different set They're very romantic. There are lots of different forms here, like you'll find borders. You'll find frames. So the frame, this is a frame we put on the outside of a box, but the card is the same. So that just has kind of that, oh my gosh factor. This person's never going to throw this away, and that's what we strive for.
Right,
we strive
right.
for the item that is going to be a keepsake.
Yes.
Somebody's going to keep it around for years and years and years. Okay, so there's another little cool thing in this collection, and that's a notepad holder. And so we've done it as a notepad holder here, and you open up, you've got a notepad, and actually there's a little pencil caddy in it. Can be embellished in so many different ways. Can't be cut out unless you have the die, because it's got that gorgeous, gorgeous scallop. And then here we've taken and done a sewing kit with it. So if you've got a ladies group, you want to give a little gift, give them a sewing kit so that when they go away.
You know, this is so perfect for Happy Mail.
I know,
Oh
absolutely.
Is this die out already?
It is coming out in March.
In March.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
Right, right. So then let's step around and look at
Yeah.
Glimmer. Okay. So I know that Sandy knows what I'm talking about here. We're the Gold Girls. I have been using gold. Even when gold wasn't cool, I was using gold, and I'm still going to be using gold, and I'm going to be using gold in the future. So this is my Glimmer
Love the
collection.
bling.
Go, go, go.
Yep.
So this is my Glimmer collection, and it works with hot foils. So basically in the system you have a dock that you're able to run through your Platinum 6 that will heat up and transfer gold foil to paper or to other substrates. I've developed some metal dies, or metal, they're really metal plates to go with that system. They're like stamps. You can actually use them with ink. So basically you would either run them through the machine with foil or run them through the machine with ink, or you would run them through your embossing machine and get a magnificent emboss. I have done conventional shapes because I tend to hear from a lot of card makers. So in this collection you'll see squares and you'll see ovals. Well, this is just a plate, so you'd wonder, how do I cut that out? Well, you cut it out if you've got hem-stitch squares or hem-stitch ovals. And most people have already bought those. So if you have those, these frames fit those dies, and you can cut these shapes out. We do actually have a pair of a new label shape and a new set of dies to go with it. That's going to be amazing for making cards. So if you see this card right here,
beautiful.
Look at how this is used simply as a stamp. Here we've got gold, silver, we've got gold, and then we've got some embossing. This was cut with the die, and it was foiled with the plate. You've got a complete showstopper here.
Yes.
So that's my Glimmer collection. It goes along with the previous Glimmer collection. This is one of the previous. These will all work together. In the other set, I have every sentiment you would want. They are elegant, but they can be just used even with a more casual card. But you know, my recommendation is to get your sentiment sets, and they have dies that cut them out, and then you can actually load a sentiment onto anything. So tickled about Glimmer, and just I use it. It's one of the top tools in my toolbox.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm tickled that I got to show you all.
Oh, I am so happy that I got you right here in front of me. Thank you so very much, Becca.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.